Standing stone, 500 metres you say. Any higher I'm going to need oxygen tank, ice pick and crampons. Wasn't cut out for this. I thought this was going to be a leisurely little stroll through the forest, skipping away among the wildflowers, looking at how beautiful the scenery is. I'll be fighting mountain lions if I get any higher. And I'm not kitted out for this at all. I haven't even got my emergency whistle.
Morning people, and welcome to day 10, I think it is. It's 10 AM, I've actually slept in today. And I was just laid here, snoozing away, and I looked out the window from where I'm parked, and there is a sign that says half a mile. So, do you know what? I think we'll go out and have a look and see what that is. Half a mile's not gonna, it's not very far, is it? A couple of walkers going past down there. Slept alright last night. I probably look like death's door like I always do in the morning. These bloody eye bags really do age me. I can't get rid of them. It feels like it's a medical issue. But anyway, yeah, so slept really well last night. Anyway, enough waffleage. Let's get up. Let's get going. Let's go see what this standing stone is then.
It'll be worth it. This is quite a climb. We've talked about bracken before here on the channel. They used to make cyanide out from it. Poison. Well, I don't mind telling you, that's actually quite a big climb for us in the morning. I should really have had some ready breath. Yeah, that's quite a climb, and what I really wish I'd done more on this little trip, it's got some more hikes in. Just being out on the trail is just as enjoyable and relaxing for me as being on a subboard. Yeah, where this standing stone is, would be worth it. Man's getting dithery. Always up. Always up. Come on, boots. What do? Do we push on like the trooper that we are? Or do we admit defeat? You know the answer to that. You already know the answer to that. Come on. The inspiration, the power of pepper compels you. We must keep going. On. Man's lost his mind. Sweet baby Jesus and all the disciples. I've got a funny feeling now that when they mean standing stone, do they mean, as we say in Yorkshire, the trig point, which means the highest point on the actual mountain? I'll give it another 5 minutes and I'll admit defeat. What I don't like either is, if you get to that gate, there's a junction like that. How do you know which way the standing stone is? Left or right? Holy moly. Let's keep going. Just remember, we've got to turn right as we get back down to the car. As beautiful as this climb is, I just want to say, ladies and gentlemen, that it is completely irresponsible of me to be doing this, really. I'd usually let somebody know where I'm going down at the van. I should have really left a little sticker in there. I've got no backpack, no water, no emergency blanket or anything. I haven't even got proper hiking shoes on. I haven't got an emergency whistle or a torch, which 500 metres I thought was a little leisurely, maybe a little climb. But this is up. We're talking Heidi territory. I expect Uncle Peter or whatever it is to be skipping along behind me with his goats in a minute. So I'm probably going to go for another 5-10 minutes, and if we don't get to the peak, I'm going to call it a day, because it really is a bit stupid. So don't do it, ladies and gentlemen. Don't you do it. Yeah, let that be your warning now. When I snap an ankle and end up dying from exposure. It's beautiful though. I'll give it that. Well, I'm going to have to admit defeat. I think it would be stupid for me to keep going all the way to the top of the mountain. Did they mean 500 metres straight up? I thought it meant 500 metres that way. But as I can see, over on the hill, on the mountains, far up there is a storm coming. And it doesn't feel like the cloud base is actually that much higher than where I am. Vastly. So it's foolish for me to keep going. I'm going to go back down the mountain. If anybody knows what this standing stone is, damn thing, what it looks like, what it represents, a little bit of the history of it, please leave it in the comments box below, because I really would like to know. I love my history, especially English history. But yeah, it's time to get down. What a shame. But this is what you get for being ill-prepared. Ill-prepared. So let's get down the mountain. By the way, I'm in Borrowdale. I think I'm not far from Borrowdale, not far from Derwentwater, so if that helps you. What a shame. Let's get down the mountain. Oh well, c'est la vie. If we can't bring the standing stone to us, no, if we can't get to the standing stone, we'll bring the standing stone to us. Now, I've done a video on this, on whether people think this is the right thing to do. Is it an eyesore? Then again, the Saxons, they used to use it as boundary markers. They used to use it for land ownership, for navigation up on the moors. So if we can't get to the standing stone come to us. Can you do this first time? It's not going to stay stood up, obviously. And there you go. Our very own BOTG Jenga standing stone. Job done. That's the first mountain bikers I've seen on my entire trip. Did I miss it?
Incidentally, as part of the video tour that I did, I forgot to mention these lights. They are super bright. They're brighter than the surface of the sun. So not only does it give it your position away on a night time when you're sleeping somewhere stealthy, but they absolutely blind you. So I need to find a way to dim these, or get a dimmer switch or something, because they're just way too bright.
And the next thing that I wanted to mention about the van as well is that I really hate this cupboard. This little panel here is just a hole, a void into the bottomless pits of hell. I don't know why when they put these in, they didn't put any shelves in. You know, you can put shelves in and do it in this nice material that's actually done in the main van. It's awful, I hate it. What I really want is, you see these nice VWs that I've seen, where it's like, you know, one of those, you know, it's like a roller shutter that comes up and down. The full length, so you can get in there and get stuff. Otherwise, it's just a dumping ground, and I absolutely hate it for something that takes up a massive amount of space actually in the van. So there we go, that's another thing. I'd also like the back of the van felted out as well. But there we go. Next, we've talked about that. I want a shelf putting in, but I would also like the this to be felted out, and I'd like some curtains or some inserts or something that go in there. I do have a cover that goes over the front that you've seen in earlier episodes, but you never put them on when you're parked somewhere like this, only on a campsite, because if you need to get away quickly, some dickhead's trying to break in your van or there's something happens, you can't just drive off, and that's not what you want, so it needs to be something that goes on the inside. So that's pretty much everything in the van that I forgot to mention last time. Let's go.